Hello everyone, I'm Saras Ramamurthy from Learning Matters. Today I'd like to share with you a very simple tool that you can use with your students to help them organize, categorize and retain information. This tool is called the T chart. It's called the T chart because it looks like this. All you have to do to start is draw a big letter T on a chart paper, blackboard or whiteboard. On this part on top comes your title, whatever the topic or the concept is. And then at the bottom you have two columns, a left column and a right column, which you can now use to compare and contrast, list advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons, cause and effect, problem versus solution, strengths versus weaknesses. A T-chart is extremely versatile, and the beauty of a T-chart is that you can use it across all subjects: English, social studies and science. Let's look at a few examples and see how we can use a T-chart. In the first example, I'm going to demonstrate the use of a T-chart to compare and contrast. I'm going to compare and contrast natural fibers versus synthetic fibers. So how do we do this? We write the title on the top of the T. There's my title, natural fibers, synthetic fibers. Now I'm going to list out the differences between the two. So the first one, what is the source? Natural fibers come from plants or animals, whereas synthetic fibers are man-made. And here's how we go on. Natural fibers are less durable, whereas synthetic fibers are more durable. Natural fibers are environmentally friendly, whereas synthetic fibers are not environmentally friendly. And for my fourth point, natural fibers are more expensive, whereas synthetic fibers are less expensive. So as you can see, we've used a T-chart to compare and contrast between natural fibers and synthetic fibers. This makes it a very visually interesting and easy way for students to organize information about the two types of fibers and to assimilate all the information in the form of a T-chart. Let's look at another example now. The second example I'd like to show is the use of a T-chart to work out the cause and effect. My topic is from EVS, unhealthy habits. On my left column, I have the cause. I've listed out different unhealthy habits. And on the right hand side, I have the effect of those unhealthy habits. For example, if you don't brush your teeth regularly, you will have cavities. If you eat a lot of junk food regularly, you may be prone to obesity. Watching too much TV, effect is poor eyesight. Bad posture can lead to backache. This is just one example, but you can use a T-chart to work out such cause and effect relationships in many different subjects. In my third example, I've used a T-chart to list out the advantages and disadvantages of using solar energy. So on my one hand, I have the advantages, and on the other side, the disadvantages. Among the advantages, that it's a renewable source of energy, it reduces the use of electricity, it's a clean source of energy, there's no pollution, low maintenance cost, and there's no noise generated. On my disadvantages, we have the high cost of initial setup, the fact that it is weather dependent. If there's no sunlight, one can't really generate solar energy. The batteries use up a lot of space, and the output is usually less than that of conventional power stations. So as you can see, we've now used a T-chart to list out the advantages and disadvantages. Again, this can be applied across subjects. So as you can see, a T-chart is a very simple tool. It's also extremely versatile. You can use it across subjects and for many different purposes. Do try it out with your students. Aim to use a T-chart at least once a week in your classrooms. Do let us know how they've worked out for your students. Please send us your feedback at contact@learningmatters.xyz. Thank you so much for watching.